Hello everyone, it is Erin Flutter here, and I am here to talk about 10 of my favorite stationery supplies. I'm really excited about this video because there's a lot of things that I use. It is kind of one of those bullet journal basics 101 type things, and I want to save y'all money if you like some of the same things that I like. So we're going to start with the obvious, and that is notebook. And I am affiliated and an ambassador for Archer and Olive for a reason. It is because I really, really enjoy their notebooks. So they have a lie flat design, 192 pages for your standard A5, bright white dot grid notebooks. There are notebooks that have other colors, including ivories, blackouts, craft papers, all that kind of stuff. And honestly, the designs on the cover are just super cute. So, and honestly, anytime there are issues, it is hard to catch everything. So anytime there are issues, just email over to Customer Delight and they, no problem, send you a replacement because quality does matter, right? And sometimes things get through the cracks, but they definitely always make it right. And I appreciate that in a company. So that is my number one notebook, my number one pen of all time, my day-to-day, my ride or die is a Muji 0.38 gel pen. Ride or die right here. And honestly, what I love about these pens is that you can get giant packs for very cheap. And I personally really, really like the quality of the Muji gel pen. They do have a lot of knockoffs, so be careful about that. There's a lot of like the HK knockoffs. They're not quite as good. They skip a lot, but the Muji gel pens, very good. Love them to death. I have quite literally a bajillion somewhere over here. Sorry, my dog wanted to go outside. So, ride or die, Muji gel pen. So that is if I am in a white notebook. If I am in a blackout notebook, my ride or die is an acrylograph pen, which I don't even know where they are. An acrylograph pen, again, from Archer and Olive. My only frustration with these is that they do not come with the pen color on them all the time. Really wish that they would, but these are so good for blackout paper. And one of the things I love about them is that the color palette that they come in for blackout paper makes it so much more versatile. I do love me some Sakura jelly rolls, but they are so bright because typically you need to use the Moonlight collection. And I love the muted tones that you can get in the acrylographs. Sorry if it looks like my camera keeps changing. The whole setup keeps falling. Anyways, my next favorite item is inks. I particularly love the Distress Oxide inks. They are so good, and it makes working with stencils so fun. So I love to use washi tape to like kind of box off the section that I need. And I just go to town with these Distress Oxide inks. And I'm not going to pick a particular color, but the Distress Oxide in particular are really nice because you can add water and it creates a really cool effect for the inks. And I love those brands versus regular ink pads because these, again, come in a lot more fun colors and more muted colors. And I in particular love muted colors, but also because it lays down very opaque compared to a lot of other water-based ones. So definitely from Ranger Ink, Distress Oxide inks. The fifth item that I love are the dot grid papers from Archer and Olive. So if you haven't noticed yet, my underlying theme in 2023 is to use these dot grid papers and this and rip the edges. That was kind of the theme for 2023, and I have that going underlying for my entire theme. It's also really nice because I can put this in my Cricut and have shapes cut out of these papers. Like I did in March, I did shamrock shapes, and they are honestly just so stinking cute. Like look at these, if I can get it out because my nails are dumb. Like look at these, they're just so cute. So I love using these dot grid papers, and I feel like it brings so much versatility to your setup. It's a really easy way to add tip-ins, to add Dutch doors, all that kind of stuff, to add extra paper to your notebook. If you are one of those people that likes a lot of trackers, that is a really fun way to add in extra paper to your theme. Okay, we have number 6, and that is this tape runner. It is from Tombow. It is the mono permanent adhesive. They have a couple different other types that are non-permanent. They also have the dots one. But what I love about this is that this casing stays, and then you can get these refills. And they're so easy to get. They're in most of the craft stores. They're in Michael's, all that kind of stuff. You can get them on Amazon. Very easy to get. And this again is a ride or die for me, because especially because I use this dot grid all the time. Having this to put it into my notebook is super helpful. And along the same vein, we have the whiteout, also from Tombow Mono. This whiteout is so good. Again, I really like how it fits the hand really well, because it keeps your hand very steady while you are putting down the whiteout. It's really good. Comes in giant packs from Amazon on their website. Again, you can get it in Michael's. Very accessible. So I love this. So those are items 6 and 7. Moving on to number 8, I have stencils. So I'm using stencils in one big giant great vein because for me, I like to make my own stencils and print out and cut my own stencils using a Cricut, which I do have a video for. I'll leave up there. But stencils are so good. It gives you just such a remarkable edge when it comes to the speed in which you are planning. There's a bunch of dot grid stencil guides that you can get. The new Archer and Olive one has little notches where you know how many spaces horizontally is the halfway point, how many spaces down is the halfway point, and it just makes things so much easier to set up your bullet journal. And honestly, that's one of the criticisms I hear about bullet journaling all the time, is how much time it takes, and stencils can be a really easy and fun way to plan faster. The 9th one is this paper, is the corner edge rounder. Oh my God, it is so good. I love this thing. I didn't think I needed it before, but once I started, I could not stop. It just makes it so easy, especially because like I said, I've been using those dot grid pages to rip out and add some added around my themes, and just to be able to pop it really quick and do the rounded corner instead of having to physically round it with scissors is just so much easier. It saves me a ton of time, and I love rounding the corners of my Dutch doors, and I use this thing quite literally multiple times a week, and I love this thing. It is really good. I think I got it on Amazon. I do have an Amazon storefront, plugging myself really quick, and I do make commissions off of those links, and I will have a link to my Amazon storefront down below of all of the items that I'm talking about that I've gotten from Amazon. So this one, very good. And number 10 is technically 2 items, but they pair together, so I'm gonna count it. It is pencil and eraser. So this one in particular is the Sumo grip. So this is from Sakura, and this plastic eraser from Tombow, the black one, is really, really good for blackout pages in particular. If I'm not using that one, I also use the Sumo Grip one from Sakura. But any of these plastic black erasers, really, really good for a blackout notebook in particular. It doesn't take up a lot of the black paper. So I find this to be really, really helpful. I literally use this every single spread. I cannot tell you a time that I have not marked something in my spread with pencil, whether it is the layout of something, if it is doodling designs for a theme, if it is trying to figure out placement for particular items like the docker pages, all that kind of stuff. I use a pencil and eraser every single time I bullet journal. So very, very crucial for me when it comes to the setup. I do love these Sakura ones the most when it comes to the mechanical pencils. And I really, like I said, any of these black plastic erasers are really, really good, especially, again, for a blackout notebook. And I do use a blackout notebook every other month, so it's really helpful for me. And those are all 10 items. So we have the Archer and Olive notebook. We have a Muji gel pen for writing in white notebooks. We have the Archer and Olive acrylograph for marking in blackout notebooks. We have the, what was number 4? I'm sorry, I'm trying to look around remembering what number 4 is. Anyways, we have number 5, which is the colored dot grid paper. We have number 6, which was the permanent adhesive. We have number 7, which is the correction tape. 8, oh, was this number 4? Distress oxide ink was number 4. Number 9 was stencils, and then 10 was pencil and eraser. So I hope that that is, this is a video that is helpful for you if you are starting out in bullet journaling and want to use products that are tried and true in my collection. I will have, again, the links for everything down below. And thank you so much for joining me in this video. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.